They are full and they're causing quite the stir, as always, as we have here on Super Saturday. Some fantastic names in the house, and obviously being picked up on social media. There is David Beckham. Who doesn't love a bit of David Beckham? You can see John McEnroe and Billie Jean King sitting just in front of him there, applauding him as he's announced to the centre court crowd. He looks pretty chuffed to be there. He's actually a very big tennis fan. His son Romeo is a very good player. He's a member of the Queen's Club. At Queen's at the tournament a couple of weeks ago, Romeo came down and had a hit with Andy Murray, and David Beckham was standing on the sidelines watching on like any proud dad would be. It was very sweet stuff.
Chris Hoy there as well, yeah.
Yeah, Chris Hoy sitting there. He's there with his wife, I believe. Jimmy Anderson, plenty more. I mean, here we have, well, yeah, John McEnroe and David Beckham caught on camera together there. John looking a little bit pensive, perhaps nervous about Milos Raonic's match later on today against Jack Sock. He's sat next to Billie Jean King. What conversations they will have. Oh, to be a fly on the wall. Here we have Denise Lewis. Boxers up there, top right, Nicola Adams and Carl Froch, and we've got Brian O'Driscoll there, bottom right. Who else have we got? Jimmy Anderson, quite a lot of cricketers in the house. I believe Stuart Broad is there as well. He's not been caught on camera, but he's certainly on the list down to be there today.
Anton Dubek at the back there. He's
Anton Dubek having a lovely time.
He looks very happy, doesn't he? Actually, when I saw Judy the other night, I was talking to her about the boys, and someone asked her if she's keeping up with her dancing, and she said, do you know, I'm not really keeping up with my dancing, and I wasn't any good at it, but when she was doing Strictly Come Dancing, she said she was teaching Anton to play tennis at the same time, and she said Anton was awful, which made her really happy, because it made her feel better about the dancing, and she did say she was really looking forward to bringing him to the Royal Box today.
A reciprocal agreement, I like it. So yeah, we've got Jimmy Anderson there. Who else have we got? Here we have, now the Armed Forces always get a mighty cheer when they're announced to the centre court box. We have lots of members of the Armed Forces present, and this lady got a particularly loud cheer. This is Joy Lofthouse, and she was a female Spitfire pilot during the Second World War. She's now 92 years old. She is in the Royal Box today, and I can tell you she got quite the ovation when she was announced to the crowd, and
that's
rightly
incredible.
so.
Well, it's a stellar day of all sorts of people on the list. It's incredible sporting achievements when you look down at the gold medals, the caps, the titles, the trophies, everything that has been won. Who's the most famous person that's watched you play tennis, Mark?
I mean, playing matches here in the Royal Box. It would have to be here. I wasn't quite sure. You know,
are you aware of who's up? Like,
no. I mean, you're on the court there. You glance up there, but you're not exactly checking out the seats, trying to figure out who's who. But I would imagine it would be actually probably at the US Open as well. And there's a lot of celebrities at the US Open, a lot of actors, they love their tennis in New York, maybe even New York as well, US Open.
There have been incidences where players have noticed people. I always remember French Open, the year that Andre Agassi won it in 1999. Bill Clinton arrived halfway through that match. Agassi was leading, I think, by a set and a break. Bill Clinton arrived, and you could see Agassi clock him there in the crowd, and it went all to pieces after that. He did come through the match, but he went to pieces for a while there, Bill Clinton in the crowd. And I remember as well when Roger Federer was in the final, where he went on to break Pete Sampras's record and win the 7th title here. Pete Sampras was always scheduled to be in the crowd, but he arrived a little bit late. I don't know whether it was deliberate, but just to make a bit of an entrance. So of course everybody noticed him walking in, and a ripple went around, and I'm quite sure Roger would have clocked that happening at the time. But again, he still went on to win.